Come on, straight line. Stop! Stop! Handbrake on the way in. Look at that. Rock. Oh my god. Hey guys. Jambly Wambly here, and welcome back to another video. So F1 this weekend was actually pretty good. I really enjoyed sitting down and watching it. Actually having the chance to sit down and watch a race has become a bit of a novelty actually. And despite there being like 40,000 penalties, it's always awesome to see F1 cars just tear around the track in anger. Because I think sometimes that we forget just how amazing these cars are. Although when you have 20 of the same car on circuit, I think sometimes the context of how quick the car is kind of sometimes lost a little bit. Let's remind ourselves that modern F1 cars weigh about 700 kilograms or so, have over 1,000 brake horsepower, and in corners can produce up to I think 6 or 5.5 lateral G. For context on that last one, my gamer neck was subjected to nearly 2.5 G this weekend in the Praga at Silverstone, and my neck hurts today. Now to handle those figures you need to have a car that can, well, take it. Of course, F1 car is all carbon fibre, has top of the line suspension, dampening, all those things, amazing tyres as well. And it sort of brought me to the idea that this video is today. What if you took the power plant, this amazing V6 hybrid engine that I know a lot of people don't like because it sounds a bit like a Dyson, and then you put it into a road car with no other modifications? Just get the engine in, done. What would happen? Just before we get into braking set of course, so this video is once again sponsored by me. Because right now I'm still running the 15% off all merch thing. Sale? Discount code thing? I'm really bad at this. But basically, if you want to buy some merch at checkout, type Jimmy15 and you'll get 15% off any order. There's details in the description because I can write better than I can speak. So this here is what we're going to be using to make our scary creation. This is a Set of Course, a car tuner. It's a free download over on Race Department. Again, there's a link in the description. And this basically just allows you to mess about with engine stuff, which is always really fun. But we're going to be doing something very simple, which is just swapping an engine over. So first of all, we have to select the car that we want to play with. And I've chosen something, I think, a car that I have actually driven in real life, so I know how it's meant to handle. A Toyota GT86, because they're fairly fun cars from the factory. Not a lot of power, quite skinny Prius tyres, so you can do fun skids. But, you know, I guess entry-level sports car. Now that's done, we're going to go to engine swap, and you guys can't see it on screen right now. And I'm going to pick up the Formula Hybrid 2021. We're going to hit apply, and now we should have a Please God Kill Me tune on this Toyota GT86. So here's our glorious GT86. We're going to go to this section here, type C. As you can see, there it is. In-game, just like that. Just before we take out our crazy creation, what I'm going to do very quickly is just set a lap in the actual F1 car, the RSS Formula Hybrid, to give ourselves a benchmark of what to aim for. Of course, this is full spec F1 car, all the goodness in one place, with all my fellow YouTube cuties on the side. Go subscribe to all these guys, by the way. They're all very lovely. Apart from Gamer Muscle, of course. He's very weird. God, I haven't driven this car for a long time. It is just going to be an outlap and a flying lap, by the way, so if it's terrible, then don't at me, alright? Oh yeah, also we're at the Red Bull Ring. I don't think I actually said that yet. Obviously, races here this weekend, so thought it would be cool to use this circuit to do our little test on. This lap's probably going to suck a little bit, but I've got a feeling it's not going to need to be amazing. So, here we go. Across the start-finish line. Over to the left here to open up the corner as much as possible. Braking earlier than I need to, definitely. Softly back on the front. Oh my god, Jimmy. Corner there, mate. Apparently this is T2. I don't think so. Up to T3, which is this sharp corner at the top here, which I've missed completely. But again, I don't really think it matters. I've got a feeling our creation isn't going to quite be on par with this. Down the bottom here. Make sure to push off the guy on the outside. Absolute F1 strats, middle section. This is one of the more awesome sections on the circuit to watch an F1 car go through. Absolutely mind-melting how fast they are through there in real life. Not as fast as me, obviously, if I just mess up my corners. Last two corners, 6th gear on the way in. Take 5th gear here. Try to balance the weight nicely. Didn't do it very well. That time's not going to be anything to write home about, really, but it's 1:09.4, so not very quick at all, to be honest. But I'm wondering now how close / far away our cursed GT86 is going to be? Only one way to find out. This is a weird noise to be hearing coming from a GT86. So, just to reiterate, we now have, at the front of the car, a V6 turbo hybrid engine making over 1,000 brake horsepower, driving on Prius tyres, which I think are either 195 or 205s on the rear, which are treaded as well, not slicks. No traction control, but we do have ABS on, because I'm terrified of what this thing's going to do on the brakes on such a high speed. Oh no. So let's try and get this thing out of the pit lane. In gear. Again, no traction control, so we've got an absolute ton of power going through those rear wheels. Okay, this is going to be something. Oh no, can't even get out of the bloody pit lane. I am seeing the problem here. I am seeing the slight issue. Okay, brakes. Oh my god, the brakes. They're not meant to do this. I don't even know where to accelerate, where to brake in this thing. I guess what I'm going to do is I'm going to just put it in like 4th gear and just do that for now. And get the car out. Oh, it's still going to wheel spin, isn't it? So this is 240 k's. This is faster than this car's ever meant to go, and I'm just slamming on the brakes, slamming on the brakes, slamming on the brakes, and I can just about get a stop there for the corner. Just. Let's try and go a bit quicker. This feels pretty much what it was like driving the Praga on the ruined wet tyres at Silverstone. Come on now. I don't even know if I can do a lap. When that turbo comes in, the rear tyres just get completely blown off straight away. And of course, we have 0 downforce. So when I get to a corner and I try and take the corner at any speed, the tyre's just instantly dead straight away. You're putting so much force through the brake that the front tyres just have nothing when it comes to turning, and you just go wide. All right, straight line it. Come on, easy. I've got to start braking now, haven't I? Let's try and really open her up now, going up towards this uphill right hand. Come on, straight line it. Come on, straight line. Stop! Stop! Oh, it's almost impossible. It's good to practicing car control, I tell you that. As I go spearing off into the gravel. How do I do a lap? Is it possible? It's got to be possible. Easy. This is as fast as I can take the corners, genuinely. Oh. Also, trying to save this car from spinning on a Formula rim is just almost impossible. What lap time is it going to be? It's going to be like a 2-minute something. I'm actually going to try and get round this time without going off. I am going to just nail it on the straight though. Right, nail it. Oh, I shouldn't have nailed it. I shouldn't have nailed it. That was a mistake. That was a big mistake. Easy. 360 no scope. Max Verstappen hates him. See how this man became the most skilled driver of all time. Not clickbait. Fuck. Can I drift? This really is not going well. I didn't think it would, to be fair, but it's going worse than I thought it would. I'm really curious as to how fast this thing will go in a straight line if you could put the power down, because bear in mind, modern F1 cars, max speed of what, 360, 370 k's, which is still a lot, but they do that whilst effectively having like 2 tons of downforce pushing them into the ground because of all the air flying over the top of the car. This thing, no downforce at all. It's smooth. There are no wings or anything, so this would be an absolute bullet in a straight line if you could put the power down. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just stay out of the bottom gears, and I'm going to see if I can put a time in Doesn't matter if I go out here, that's fine. All this circuit is mine to use because I've got to use a GT86, so it's about being calm and collected. There you go, get that speed up. Nice, brake. Oh, you have to slow down so much because the thing is you have that straight line performance and your brain goes, oh, I'm in an F1 car. And then you get to a corner and you realise you're in a GT86 and then... brake now. Braking a bit early, but you know what? Screw it. We made it. Easy. We're doing it! No, we're not. Out of there, Jimmy. Come on. Oh my god. I mean, I assume the tyres are also just on fire at the moment, which doesn't help, of course. But to be honest, I don't think it will make a difference anyway. We just have so much power. Such a just extraordinary amount of power for this little chassis and the suspension of these tyres that there's just no chance of doing anything. Come on, we're 9 seconds up on our PB. This is the one. This is a hot lap. Oh! Brake, turn in. Oh my god. I know it's not going to turn, yet I always turn expecting it will for some reason. Okay, here we go. Run to the line. Send it! Send it! Send it! 150.2. So only like, what, 40 seconds off? But this has got me thinking now. That was pretty fun, driving with a modern F1 engine. But what if we brought back the V10s? So this time, we've got a V10. I have no idea how it's going to compare to the turbo. Power should be a bit more linear, hopefully. Oh, no, there you go. Still on those street tyres. Super long gears, though. So we should hopefully have a bit more traction. You know, we're doing all right. How are the brakes? Same as before. It is slowing down, though. Oh, this is just better, isn't it? Oh, it's easy. It's an easy game, this. Brake for crying out loud. Oh, I'm having a big crash. I'm having a big crash. Goodbye, everyone. I've got a feeling, though, if I can not be a prat, this will probably be a quicker lap. Don't worry, don't mind me. I'm just drifting my V10 GT86. That's right. Well, you guys don't do that? Virgins. The lot of you. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you virgins. I'm ready for the hot lap, I think. Let's put it down in first gear. Get that full V10 goodness. Too much goodness, too much goodness. Let's go. Oh, the bullet. It's fast. And then crunch. Standing on the brakes. Those little tiny brakes up front must be just dissolved already. Bit of healthy wheel spin through second gear, don't worry about that. Big brake. Okay, a bit early, but better safe than sorry. You see what happens when we miss the braking zone? We just leave the circuit. Nice, soft power application. You love to see it. Am I going to stop? Yes! I did. I'm as surprised as you guys are. Why didn't this car come with a V10 as standard, man? Missing out. Second gear through here is good because I don't have a massive spin and die, which is always a positive. I said don't have a massive spin and die, although a bit of wheel spin is good for our wheel speed. Oh, I'm going quite far off the circuit here. I'm taking quite an alternative line here. It's not the traditional line, but you know, it's a good one. Come on. Was that faster or slower than the other one? I don't even know, I don't remember. I think that's faster. Yeah, I think it is. I've made it at 150 before, so there you go. Easy. 46.9. So yeah, V10 quicker than the V6 Turbo. I'll let you guys discuss that in the comments, but as you can see, it doesn't really work at all. You're just completely overpowering the tyre, the brakes, the suspension, everything, and it's just impossible to really put any power down properly. But it was fun, and I think genuinely it'd be a really good way to practice your car control, because you spend pretty much your entire time just catching slides and avoiding death. So if you want to go practice that, then this is probably a good way to do it. A link below in the description for the Assetto Corsa car tuning if you want to give it a go yourself. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to tap that like button. You can subscribe as well as hitting that bell notification icon as well if you want. Hitting that bell icon is pretty important nowadays. YouTube's gone back to that sort of not notifying you state thing it does. So if you want to see videos when they come out, hit that icon. A massive thank you to the channel members and the patrons who have been supporting the channel. I know I've not been streaming much recently, but I've been crazy busy. But I hope you guys have been enjoying the video content nonetheless. Take care, have an awesome day, and I'll see you all next time.